History holds the answers, or does it? From forgotten maps to ancient secrets buried in plain sight, the world's greatest mysteries remain unsolved, and the truth lies hidden, waiting for you to uncover it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Histories, Mysteries, and Conspiracies. Season 2, Unraveling the Unknown. Where the past isn't just a story, it's a puzzle. Are you ready to piece it together? Legend of Dr. Ray Brown. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Arthur C. Clarke. The discovery. As the story goes, in 1970, Dr. Ray Brown, a naturopathic practitioner from Mesa, Arizona, was scuba diving near the Bahamas, in an area 20 miles from the edge of a submarine drop-off called the Tongue of the Ocean. During the dive, Dr. Brown was separated from his group. At approximately 22 fathoms down, stood a 1 to 20 foot high pyramid with only 90 feet projecting out of the sea bottom. The capstone was believed to be made of lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is a rock composed primarily of the minerals lazurite, pyrite, diopside, and calcite. The pyramid was said to be smooth and mirror-like, made of large stones but with joints which seemed to be unrecognizable. Eventually, after inspecting the outer side of the pyramid, he discovered an entranceway. Dr. Brown swam through a long, narrow passageway to a large rectangular room with a pyramid-shaped ceiling. Amazingly, no algae or coral was found growing upon the walls. It seemed to be completely spotless. Although Dr. Brown had not brought a flashlight, he was able to see perfectly. The room seemed to be bright and well lit. Dr. Brown discovered a brass metallic rod 3 inches in diameter, hanging down from the apex of the ceiling, and at its end was an attached multifaceted red gem, which came to a point. Dr. Brown originally attempted to pry loose the red gemstone. The stone was fixed tightly upon the metal rod. Directly below the rod and the gem was sitting a carved stone box which was topped with a stone plate with scrolled ends. Upon the plate sat a pair of carved bronze life-size hands which appeared to be blackened and/or burnt. Nestled within the hands and situated 4 feet directly below the ceiling gem point was a crystal orb 3.5 inches in diameter. He reached out and easily was able to separate the crystal orb from the metal hands. Dr. Brown felt a presence and quickly swam back out of the structure. As he was leaving, he claimed to hear a voice telling him to never return. Fearing that his unusual prize might be confiscated as salvage treasure by the U.S. government. The showcase. Dr. Brown kept the secret until 1975, when he exhibited the crystal for the first time. He displayed the crystal only a half-dozen times, but each time witnesses have seen or have been sensitive to strange phenomena directly associated with it. Deep inside the crystal form, one gazes upon 3 pyramid images, one in front of the other, in decreasing sizes. Some, entering into a meditative or alpha brainwave state of consciousness, are able to clearly see a 4th pyramid in the foreground of the other 3. The significance of the image may have been hinted at by psychic Elizabeth Bacon of New York. In a trance reading on the mysterious sphere, she received the message that the object had once belonged to Thoth, the Egyptian god who allegedly buried a secret vault of knowledge near the 3 great pyramids of Giza at the beginning of time. Theories began to spread believing that the orb was a collective consciousness and that it may contain information within the orb like a hall of records. From the side, the internal images dissolve into thousands of tiny fracture lines, and Brown feels these may be electrical in nature, like some form of microscopic circuitry. From still another angle, and under special conditions, many witnesses have been able to see a large single human eye staring out serenely at them. Allegedly, photographs of this eye have also been taken. Dr. Brown's crystal sphere is the source of a variety of paranormal events. People have felt breezes of ionic winds blowing close to it, Cold and warm layers surround it at various distances. Other witnesses have been phantom lights, heard voices, or felt strange tingling sensations around it. A compass needle placed next to the orb will spin counterclockwise, then begin turning in the opposite direction when moved only 2 inches away. Metals are temporarily magnetized in close contact with it. There are even recorded instances where one person has been temporarily healed of an ailment by touching the crystal orb, but then the next person to come into its range took on the symptoms of the ailment of the other person, as if the crystal could draw out and then activate human disorders at will. Theories. In December 2010, Dr. Greg Little wrote an article in which he concluded that the whole thing was an attention-seeking hoax. Most people speculate that Dr. Ray Brown's entire story is fabricated, and that he never actually found a pyramid, and the orb that was presented was merely a crystal carved recently. Some people believe that Dr. Ray Brown actually discovered something quite unbelievable. One idea proposed is that the sunken pyramid once attracted, accumulated, and generated cosmic forces. The suspended rod may have conducted forces accumulated in the capstone. The faceted red gem at its end concentrated and projected the energy to the crystal orb below it, and the burned and blackened hands, showing the evidence of an energy transfer, probably amplified the release of energies, while the crystal sphere acted as the tuner and broadcaster of the energies. Conclusion. Dr. Ray Brown died in the 1990s. Whatever became of the crystal orb is truly unknown. Rumors have speculated that it now resides in Sedona, Arizona. What do you think? Was Dr. Ray Brown a hoaxer? A man who truly stumbled upon forbidden knowledge? Or simply a modern myth maker, keeping the legend of Atlantis alive for a new generation? Bravo. Select an option for more.